Welcome once more, great and lovely people of Biafra, lovers of freedom. Recall that we gave warning early hours of today about the activities or the battle going on in Okigwe state. We just want to update you on informations and happenings. Many of the zoo personnel, they came in combined force. They came in joint task force and they received Woto. They came with the Bubago, they came with the zoo military, they came with police, they came with civil defense, they came with so many groups and they received what they were looking for. It has been over 2 or 3 days now that this battle has been ongoing, and today they received the heavy Woto and 2 of the armored vehicles were destroyed. Now, before I go further, I want you to hear on the update on what is happening in Finland in respect to Mazi Simon Ekpa. We are just getting an update and we want to share it with each and every one of us Biafrans, and then we would say a thing or two about it and other updates will follow. Just listen.
They will use the system to intimidate you, oppress you, and detain you, if not killing you. This is the country that you are in, saying I'm a Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian. Nigeria has never benefited any one of us. If you have benefited anything from the Nigerian system, let me know. Type it on my comment section. Now, the second thing is that they promised Finland to supply them free oil for 60 years. For 60 good years. Can you imagine? So Nigeria has this capacity to supply a country oil for 60 years. And then the citizens here are suffering. Wow, what a terrible nation. So think. These people, they don't have your interest at heart. Please, Nigerians, I want us to think. It is not all about Martin Nandekano or Simon Ekpa. It is all about your well-being, your welfare, your security. It is not all about the Biafrans. Biafrans has nothing to do with you, Nigerians. We have nothing. We were living in peace before these government or presidents came in and started dividing us. So now we are in Finland and their plan has failed. I want to assure every Biafran that in the southeast, as we are today, no Nigerian terrorist in any uniform, be you who, will kill body and go scot-free again. From today, none of them will try that nonsense again. Except we don't know that you are there. That is why we are here to do what we are doing. Mazi Simon Ekpa is very busy to address the Biafrans. After today, tomorrow, and the declaration, Mazi Simon Ekpa will officially address Nigeria and address the Biafrans. Thank you.
Now, from the message we are getting, hopefully the PM Simon Ekpa would address Biafrans immediately. He has the opportunity to do that, hopefully by next week or a few days time to come. But there was something else that was mentioned, that the Nigerian government has promised the Finnish government over 60 years of free oil supply. 60 years of free oil supply. Now, we begin to question this, and I had to go to the Finnish president's ex-handle to make some little research and to discover that he posted over about 4 hours ago stating that I just had a phone call with the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, and the prime minister of Italy, Giorgia Meloni. Our discussion focused on the security situation in Europe, transatlantic relations, and the strong support for Ukraine. Peace in Ukraine can only be negotiated with Ukraine. Now, this is what he posted some hours ago. Recall that the president of the zoo is currently in France with the president of France, Emmanuel Macron. Are you adding some dots? Are you connecting any dots? They are fighting to ensure that the PM Simon Ekpa is brought back to Nigeria, but all to no avail. Now they are promising 60 years of free supply of oil to Finland. 60 good years, and people are languishing in poverty, in penury in this country called Nigeria. And the government has the audacity to promise 60 years of free oil supply. That is to tell you the kind of politicians you have. That is to tell you the kind of country you have. That is to tell you where you are headed as a country. It is a mess. It is a mess. And that is why we must continue to remain strong, resolute, indefatigable, and indomitable in the face of every and any adversity. You must face your enemies head on. You must ensure that you defend yourself properly. You must ensure that your lives and livelihoods are protected. Any form of attack, any form of subjugation, any form of injustices shall and will be rejected completely and forcefully. It is time for the people to rise and demand what is truly theirs. And it is time for the Biafran government to begin her diplomatic moves for recognition, proper recognition of the Biafran state. I want to tell you that a few people have come out to lend their voice. Somebody like the president of Eritrea has publicly given his support to the just declared Biafra. In the next video, you are going to get these juicy informations and many more. Thank you for listening. It is Biafra First.